The merits of two men in contention for a vital role in the England side. John Barnes of Liverpool is the man in possession for England down the left flank, a fine, fluent footballer. But now the competition for that place is fierce indeed. And Arsenal's Brian Marwood, 28 years old but playing better than ever, is one man very close to a breakthrough for Bobby Robson. Tonight, a wonderful stage then, both for Marwood and for Barnes. Barnes takes his place in the Liverpool side, still deeply wounded by injuries. No Hansen, Gillespie, Grobbelaar, and new signing David Burrows from West Brom is cup-tied. The centre-backs tonight likely to be Steve Nicol and Nigel Spackman, who comes into the team. Ronnie Whelan's recovered from a jarred ankle. And Steve McMahon, who's missed 11 games with a knee injury, he's a Liverpool sub. As for Arsenal, they are unchanged once again, a settled look to their side that pledges to come here and attack on a ground where they've not won in the last 14 years. It's the team that beat Coventry last Saturday. The referee tonight is George Courtney from Spennymoor. So Arsenal in the yellow strip, attack the goal to our right, get this tie underway, the tie of the round they call it. And certainly it's oozing with the right sort of pedigree. Liverpool have won this competition 4 times. Arsenal have been in the final the last 2 seasons. 2 seasons ago, they beat Liverpool at Wembley. Last season, of course, they lost in dramatic style to Luton Town. And they arrive here with Liverpool in 4th place in the First Division, Arsenal 2nd. So really plenty to play for. And here's Spackman now to Houghton for Liverpool. Tipped with the outside of the boot. It's Lee Dixon there, finding the prolific goal scorer Alan Smith. Thomas, who will have a lot to say in the midfield for Arsenal tonight. On the ball now with a cross in, and Steve Nicol getting it away. Liverpool, in fact, have lost 3 of their last 6 matches, but they've only been beaten once here at Anfield this season by Newcastle United. Here's Smith. Ablett to Barnes. Aldridge. Back in the mood is Ian Rush these days. John Lukic. Rocastle. Comes to Beardsley. Rush played off quickly there for Houghton. And a great run through by Venison now for Liverpool. He's gone inside Winterburn, but Winterburn stuck to him well, and the ball now reaches Marwood. But a really threatening move there made by the running of Venison, but now at the other end it's Merson for Arsenal. Smith waiting at the far post, Thomas coming in as well, but Spackman was there to put him off his stroke, and deflected over the top. The shot from Brian Marwood that looked destined to be the first goal of the night. Played in here. Smith looking to get onto it, but it's Marwood who intervenes, and the ball eventually coming off Steve Nicol for the corner. Gold is at the near post, along with Smith, 2 big men, but in fact it's Barnes who gets it away for Liverpool. Here's Houghton helping out, then the slip, Marwood with the cross, and a chance now for Merson! A great chance there for Arsenal. But the flag, in fact, was up below us for an offside against the Arsenal number 10. But a vulnerability there about the Liverpool defence that will cause a few shivers on the cop. Newcastle. Thomas just inside him, and Merson too. Dixon waiting here. Now Richardson, Harwood in splendid isolation on the far side. Winterburn thought about it, decided to play it to Smith. And now Brian Marwood. Thomas. Arsenal keeping possession quite comfortably at the moment. Marwood again, looking for that important ball. And what an important ball it was. Met superbly first by Paul Merson, and then brilliantly pushed away by Mike Hooper. Harwood opening it up. Merson, a lovely shot on the turn, and superb reactions from the Liverpool keeper. And a corner then for Arsenal, which Marwood will take. up there. Adams in there. And pushed away again with the Liverpool defence at full stretch. And Mike Hooper doing more important work. Certainly Hooper doing very well, pushing that out. Again, his reactions absolutely perfect. Punched down nicely by Aldridge. Beardsley now. Barnes outside him. Rush ahead of him. Handball given. Richardson not happy with the decision, but it opens up a possibility now for Liverpool. Might well be a job for John Barnes. Richardson claiming that he handled it as he fell. There was nothing intentional. It's still all of 27, 28 yards out, but fairly central. And John Barnes, the lone figure in red behind this ball. Denison's made a little move to the left for him, but Barnes curling it, and it was easy for Lukic. Smith versus Ablett. Whelan comes away with it. Aldridge. Beardsley. 23-year-old Arsenal captain, Tony Adams. Aldridge. This time a foul by Adams on Rush. Adams very unhappy with that. And this is a little closer in. And it might be another opportunity for John Barnes. Although it's Beardsley and Houghton immediately behind this one, and Barnes seems loath to take part. Plenty in the Arsenal wall, that's for sure. Now Barnes is in amongst them. So it'll be a Barnes free kick. Or will it be a Beardsley free kick? That's something for Arsenal to work out. But first, the wall has got to be lined up the correct distance. It's Beardsley, driven just over the crossbar. Still having a word with Tony Adams, who clearly was complaining way after that kick was taken about the award of the kick in the first place. Beardsley over the top. Smith. Thomas to Rocastle. Smith again, looking to get something on the turn. Alan Smith! Good play again by Hooper. And Liverpool not out of the wood yet, but now they will be. So we've had three exceptional pieces of goalkeeping by Mike Hooper tonight. The latest of them preventing Alan Smith, the man who was already on 13 goals this season, getting through. He turned well and made an excellent yard or so for himself here. And look how well Hooper did. Marwood. To Richardson. Smith again, chesting it down, looking for Marwood to get in. Oh, that was a foul by Bold on Rush. That's a booking. And Rush comes away limping. It was a rash and fairly reckless-looking challenge, I have to say, by Steve Bold. When sliding in there, took Rush from behind, really without any hope of getting the ball, and George Courtney quick to act. Bold. Rocastle. Smith. And Merson just keeping it in. There's his cross, a good deep one. Marwood's coming from the far side, but Liverpool, Nicol and Benison between them getting it away as the half-time whistle goes. No goals, but a lot of commitment, with Arsenal making the better chances. Maybe the best of them all was one made for himself by Alan Smith, but he, having got through and having got it onto the left foot, found that Mike Hooper, who's made three stunning saves tonight to keep Liverpool on level terms at half-time, that Hooper was there again. Half-time score then here at Anfield in the third round of the Littlewoods Cup. It's Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0. Liverpool will be looking to step up their performance in this second half. They were clearly below their best in that first half, where Arsenal had the better chances. But they'll be reassured, Liverpool. The fact that Grobbelaar's back in training again now, so is Alan Hansen. Jim Beglin, in fact, played a reserve game last night. And, of course, Steve McMahon is one of their substitutes tonight. So the reinforcements are beginning to arrive for beleaguered Liverpool with all their injury problems. 0-0 here in this Littlewoods Cup. And Ronnie Whelan. Rush. Aldridge. Barnes. Winterburn not making a very good clearance there, but he was helped by Bold, and Dixon in the end gets it back. Merson now for Winterburn. Here's Marwood looking to get something on target. Pushed away well again by Hooper. Good busy spell that by Arsenal. Some really purposeful, close passing, and Marwood spotting a gap here. Certainly worth a shot. And Hooper again to the rescue of Liverpool. Arsenal's corner. Hooper's fists. Richardson will hope to collect. Plays it for Brian Marwood again. The corner given. Not the free kick. And the Arsenal fans, you can see, delighted with the form of Marwood and feeling that Arsenal could be onto something. 0-0 though still, with a quarter of an hour of the second half gone. Marwood with the corner. That time Hooper didn't get his fist to it. Not enough the line. The header from Tony Adams. And Liverpool break away from a real crisis point and find John Barnes. No, it's Richardson now for Arsenal. Smith through the middle for him. Merson on the far side. Smith is dragged away to the far post. And it'll not come to him. So again, Arsenal so very close. Flicked on well there. And Tony Adams flying in there. And it was Venison who got it away off the line. Here's Barnes in a bit of space. Aldridge ahead of him. Rush inside him. Barnes might go all the way. It's in the back of the net. John Barnes. And Arsenal have made the chances, had more of the game, but it took a little bit of magic from the number 10, John Barnes. That extra bit of pace there, guiding it past Lukic, and Liverpool are in the lead. Only his third goal of the season, but a superb piece of play by John Barnes. Scored in the previous round at Walsall, and has got an absolutely vital goal here against Arsenal. 64th minute of the game. Again, a different angle, but in fact Lukic got a fairly good touch to it, but it was a clinical piece of finishing and a marvellous run by John Barnes that led to it. Houghton. Nicol. Some good work by Nicol. Rush on the far side. Barnes coming in again. It's charged away though by Bold. Beardsley. Liverpool has certainly gone up a gear now. Aldridge trying to get through. Barnes equally. Oh, marvellous skills by Barnes, and just toe poked it wide. Goal kick taken quicker than any goal kick I've ever seen, but allowed in the spirit of the game by referee Courtney. But some terrific work there by Barnes. Finished up though by putting it wide. Adams Forward towards Smith. Thomas playing it to Rocastle. It struck, oh, a fabulous goal by Rocastle. And there indeed is the equaliser. What a fabulous strike by David Rocastle. Spotted by Michael Thomas, a ball sprayed superbly by him. So little space, but hit with such venom. And Arsenal are level. Well, we've been treated to two superb goals here tonight. The first one by John Barnes, and then that one, a blistering shot by Rocastle. Here's Aldridge. Are we going to get another one now? Houghton with a shot. It just cannoned off Winterburn and goes behind for the corner. Bronze. Nicol. All steaming in on this one, and it comes to Lukic from Ronnie Whelan's header. Crowd still trying to take in that David Rocastle goal because it didn't really look as though a real shot was on. With about 17 minutes of the game left. Liverpool manager a little bit exasperated that they should have lost the lead, but it was a terrific strike that brought Arsenal back into it by the man on the ball at the moment. Lovely skills again by Rocastle. Well, stopped by Whelan, finding Aldridge. Oh, what a good ball there by Richardson for Thomas. And it was a miss. Terrific ball, though, by Kevin Richardson that really splits the Liverpool defence asunder. Good, powerful runner, Thomas, as well. But the finish could have been a lot better than that. Now Spackman. Smith. And Groves onside. Has he got the pace, or will Benison get there first? Throw given to Arsenal. With Marwood. Nicol again, the barrier. Perry Groves, good play by him. A good turn and a volley, almost Mark Hughes style. Nice skill on his chest. There's a touch and there's a volley. Sadly for Arsenal, into the side netting. Benison. Bold again, first to show. Richardson, Marwood. A hugely enjoyable second half, this one. Marwood turning in one way, turning the other. Great skills by Marwood, and flicked away by Gary Ablett. What a brilliant piece of wing play there by Brian Marwood. It takes something to turn a Liverpool defence inside out as he did then, but then he finished it off with an absolutely devastating cross, which Arsenal couldn't quite finish off. Winterburn. Rocastle. Some terrific play again by him. Dixon. Groves. Looking to pick up Thomas on the far side. His cross towards Alan Smith. Poised there, Marwood! Oh, there was a push. It won't count. It stays at 1-1. Certainly a very controversial moment, and Marwood certainly thought that he'd scored for Arsenal, but it was ruled out, the referee indicating that it was a push. Ablett, the playing time added on, and I can't recall a trainer being on at any time in the 90 minutes, so there can't be a lot of time to be added. Will there be time for Arsenal to make a last strike? George Courtney looking at the watches. Marwood takes it up. The final whistle goes. It was the tie of the round, and certainly in the second half it lived up to that. Full of great commitment and a lot of skill, and two exceptional goals by the two men in the picture there. The first by John Barnes, a terrific solo run and a clinical bit of finishing at the end of it. And then a rasping shot from David Rocastle for Arsenal when it looked that a shot could hardly have been on. Well, it means that there's more entertainment in store when they replay at Highbury next Wednesday. The final score here then in this Littlewoods Cup third round at Anfield is Liverpool 1.
About to put Coventry ahead. But the debut boy, Gary Charles, away here, and Colin Foster dragging it back Forest's way. They'd have to equalise twice. Bringing down Cyril Regis wasn't a good idea, because Brian Kilcline seldom spurns invitations like this. In the second half, with a little help from Nigel Clough, Steve Hodge proved that his rehabilitation's coming on rather nicely. 2-2 then, but on 70 minutes, Clough made certain that no one from his city will be sent to Coventry just yet. 3-2 to Forest. Well, Leicester City put the cat among the canaries at Filbert Street. The magnificent 7-man move had the First Division leaders chasing shadows. Eventually it was Mike Newell stabbing them through the heart. Well, Norwich were still alive, just until Andy Moughlan wriggled his way through for Paul Reed to make it 2-0 near the end. First Division leaders, well, the bigger they come. Now, this time last year, Aston Villa versus Millwall was a Second Division promotion match. Tonight, the new graduates to the big time were entertaining loftier thoughts as they confronted each other at Villa Park. Bob Hall.
A decisive battle has been won because of a surprise attack catching the opposition on the hop. I wonder if Neil Ruddock's ancestors were military men. Well, he certainly stung Aston Villa into better things. David Platt showed aggression winning this ball and clearing the way for Alan McInally. With Aston Villa level, we had a promising contest on our hands. And McInally decided it would be a one-man show. Look at this for a turn of speed from a big man, 70 yards out, and a goal apparently out of the question. But he rode 3 tackles and his luck on his way to giving Aston Villa the lead. Millwall just couldn't believe it. McInally has skill too. Look at here how he sets up Gordon Cowans. The flick on for Tony Daly. This time Millwall breathed again, but it wasn't for long. For once, David Platt beat the offside trap, side-footing home Aston Villa's third. It used to be Andy Lockhead, Peter With and Andy Gray who thrilled Villa Park. Now Alan McInally has earned the right to be mentioned in the same breath, and that, to the faithful, is some honour.
Never mind about Andy Lockhead. I remember Pongo Waring. Remember him? Anyway, the cup holders are through to the last 16. Luton Town had a tough one away to Leeds. They hadn't lost a match since Howard Wilkinson took charge there 3 weeks ago, but the First Division lads put a stop to that. Leeds probably shaded it territorially, but Luton had the cutting edge. Danny Wilson there bending in a 20-yarder for the first. And in the second half, David Oldfield, the Aussie, with the England under-21 cap, scored a straightforward second. The game finished in uproar, though. Luton's defender Julian Jones was dismissed for attacking Ian Baird. Off he goes. What's more, Ray Harford, the Luton manager, was sent to the dressing room as he tried to coach his 10 men from the touchline. But no matter, Luton had done it. Well, now, Hampshire and Yorkshire came coast to coast as the City Slickers from Southampton met the old Sea Dogs from Scarborough. Well, not so long ago, the Yorkshiremen were fighting off the official receiver. Now they're third in the table. John Helm has been taking the sea air.
It was the first time the people of Scarborough had had the chance to watch First Division opposition since 1931. So many wanted to be there, the kick-off was delayed 15 minutes.
Well, 2 years ago, John, Scarborough would have been playing the likes of Frickley Colliery in front of 300 or 400 people. Last year, the first year in the Football League, was a traumatic experience for the club financially, and we've survived that, and here we are tonight playing Southampton in what's going to be a wonderful night.
Everybody's looking forward to it. The dressing room's electric. They're all hoping they're not going to make a mess of it, you know, and I'm sure that all the supporters of Scarborough, you know, over the last couple of years have been looking forward to games like such as tonight, and we're hoping that we can give them a good game.
It was typical of this sort of occasion that Scarborough had all the early fire and brimstone without scoring, and then fell behind to the breakaway. Keeper Kevin Blackwell made a marvellous stop to keep out Glenn Cockrell's thunderbolt. But when the corner ensued, there was nothing he could do about Jimmy Casey's scorcher. There was a scare, though, for the Saints when, first of all, Neil Thompson's huge throw had goalkeeper Budgie Burridge frantically dancing on his perch. Then the corner produced a pin table episode more suited to the Seaside's arcades. It was Matthew Letitia who further dented Scarborough's pride with a second goal. But 2 minutes before half-time, another Thompson throw caught Burridge on the hop, and Steve Norris had it in. In the second half, Scarborough felt they should have had a penalty. Was there a handball there? Well, the referee said no. And it was the 4th Division club who were breathing heavily when Rodney Wallace spurned one chance, and then saw his next effort produce the save of the night from Blackwell. Scarborough's brave comeback finally paid off, though, with the goalkeeper again playing his part. Southampton's defence is prized open, and Mitch Cook delivers the perfect finish to earn a lucrative replay at the Dell on November the 22nd.
Aye, well done, the Sea Dogs. Now the other Littlewoods results for you. Bradford City 1, Scunthorpe 1. Scunthorpe who beat Chelsea in the last round, equalising through Tony Dawes there.